On this channel, I try to give fair and balanced commentary while staying away from controversial topics. With that being said, let's talk about black women's hair.
Damn. I'm sorry.
When we talk about that in these spaces, the context is usually centered around men's preferences versus how women wear their hair for themselves and not for how men like it. Now, I'm not here to get into any of the back and forth, but to make sure that we're being clear and not conflating issues around this topic. If you're new here, I go by TSF, that sounds familiar. And for those returning, you know how we do. When I eat, all my people eat too. Get your dinner set. We about to eat on this one.
Y'all shame black women for wearing weave, but if I went out every day like this with my hair like this, my natural hair, the first thing y'all will say is, she need her hair done. What's wrong with her? Why you got your hair done? And what's exactly considered my hair done? I know, but considered, my hair done. Because what if I don't want to slick down my hair and my edges or put on a wig or get some braids? Y'all consider all that your hair being done, but why this can't be considered my hair done? I say that to say this. Ladies, stop stressing over your hair. Do what you want to do to your hair, because at the end of the day, whether you walk out like this, they gonna judge you. They gonna be like, she need her hair done. Oh, she must ain't got no money. You know, the guys probably gonna think you bare minimum. Oh, she don't require much because look at her hair, you know? So just do what you do. And me personally, I'm a little lazy when it comes to my hair. Don't get me wrong, I take care of it. I make sure my ends clipped, wash, conditioned. Do what you want to do with your hair.
So right out the gate, she conflates two issues. When she says, y'all will shame black women for their hair not being done, it needs to be understood who's doing the shaming. It's other black women. It's not black men, nor is it any other race of women. Black women are doing this to each other. Now, black men might say that it's their preference that women wear their natural hair, but that's a separate issue. Obviously, it's women's prerogative how they choose to style their hair. But let's just be clear about who's considering wearing your natural hair as undone. Personally, I don't have a problem with the way this woman's hair looks. It looks like she may have tried to brush it and tie it back that morning, but throughout the day, it may have gotten a little frizzy, and that's understandable. For the average black man, our hair care is much simpler. And the average man who doesn't get into women's business might not understand why a woman with a head full of their own hair, like this woman, would opt to wear wigs and weave. I've seen women explain that wearing a protective style allows their hair to get a much needed rest from heat, chemicals, and over manipulation. And others want a low maintenance solution on a temporary basis. Other women have said that they don't have the time or patience to upkeep their natural 4C hair because at times it can be unmanageable.
I'm going to say this, it might be an unpopular opinion, but it's going to be said. I'm about to say it. So as a black woman who does not wear wigs or weaves, this is what I'm going to say. Referring to wigs and weaves as protective styles seems dishonest when wearing wigs and weaves is what you're wearing more than you're wearing your natural hair. Because if wearing wigs and weaves is a protective style, what are you protecting your hair for if you're not wearing your natural hair out ever? And while I understand wearing wigs and weaves is a personal choice, by all means, choose it. But don't put it under the auspices of a protective style when you have no intention of wearing your natural hair. And if you don't like your natural hair, that's cool, just claim it. But don't say, oh, it's a protective style. I'm protecting my natural hair. From what? What are you protecting your natural hair from because you don't wear it out? I mean, just curious.
Why do y'all lie so much? Why does it kill y'all to just tell the truth about why you don't do stuff? A lot of y'all, somebody already said it, you are texturist. You are lengthist, right? You don't wear your real hair because you don't have no hair. You don't wear your real hair because you don't like the texture of your real hair. Why can't you just not be honest? right?
But I think with black men, our main gripe is that we get blamed either way it goes. The women say that men mostly respond to women with a certain aesthetic, and that's usually the ones with the 30-inch bust downs. So when they go to compete, and yes, all women compete, they try blending in with the other women who are playing the game. One thing to consider is that aesthetic does attract a lot of attention. But what kind of attention? She goes on to make the assertion that when men see a woman with a simple hairstyle, they think she only requires bare minimum effort. For the most part, this is false, and just goes to show the erroneous advice that women give each other. A woman with a simple hairstyle tells us that she likely doesn't follow the crowd with everything they do. It also suggests to us that she's less likely to spend money on frivolous things. Then you have this argument that other races of women also wear wigs and hair extensions. So what's the big deal when black women do it? Yes, other cultures, especially white women, because that's the ones they're talking about. They do employ extensions and in some cases wigs to get a curated look. The main difference here is the hair that they choose matches their own. The hair that black women choose is not sourced from other black women, but from other ethnicities. There would probably be no conversation if they were getting hair that matched their own. But that's not the case, now is it? Neither, for that matter, is it the case that any other race of women are lining up to get 4C wigs. So that argument just kind of falls apart, doesn't it? They love to scream cultural appropriation when they see white women wearing cornrows or bantu knots, which is really rich when black women regularly relax, straighten, and sometimes color their hair to look like Becky. But getting back to natural hair, I found this latest take from black women to be extra hilarious.
I just watched a video of a woman saying that men that like natural hair gotta be on the DL. That has to be one of the craziest videos I've seen on the internet like this year. Like, I've been seeing a lot of the, men are on the DL if they do this, and men are on the DL, but men are on the DL. The DL. Because they like a woman naturally. Like the way she was born. You know what I mean? Like the way she looked when she washed her face and you actually get to see her face. Like, if they like that face, then they on the DL. If a man likes your natural hair, the afro your mama gave you, he's on the DL. Can y'all believe that? Not, a man wants to fall in love with who you actually are. Like, he wants to know, like, the person he's investing in, like, this is actually her face. Or this is actually her hair. This is actually how she looks. It's another thing to hate wigs. Another thing to hate weave. But it's another thing to, I do want to see you naturally. Now, I mean, and when I do see, just know that's going to be my favorite version of you. Because that's you. Imagine if a nigga said this to all the ladies that look at men like, imagine if a nigga said this instead. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Can you put some weave on? Can you put a wig on or something? I don't really like you naturally. Yo, could you imagine a dude saying to y'all, I don't really like you naturally. Now, I mean, can you put a wig on or weave, like your hair's too short? Now what y'all gonna be saying? Oh my God, why y'all all in women's business? Like, how dare you? That's so messed up. Why y'all talking like that? But when a man says, no, I like you naturally, it's like, oh, why you in in girls' business? Like, you must be on the DL. You want to wear this weave? What? If a man say he like you naturally, he's saying you're actually pretty. You're actually beautiful. Some people can really only make it shake with the weave, with the wig, with the makeup. If a man says, yo, I love your natural face, I love your natural curl pattern, Do your wigs, do your weave, do your makeup, but just know I love your natural face. Y'all trying to say that man is on the DL? Man, get out of here, bro. Get out of here.
Straight from the playbook. The old shame and insults. Anything to try to shut men down. At the end of the day, I've said that women can do what they want with their hair, especially if they don't like men and don't want a man for a relationship. But if they do, they need to remember that they're trying to appeal to those men, just as we're trying to appeal to women. And for the consumer, natural is the way to go. As long as the hair is clean, with ends clipped, moisturized, and contained, that is sufficient. It shows us that they're comfortable in their own skin and that they have a healthy self-image. Now that we got some understanding, I'm about to get up through here on y'all. If you got value from this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and watch one of these videos next.